Super Bowl 57 is over, and the 2022-23 NFL season is officially done. It's been one hell of a season, and we have witnessed some great game-saving plays to the biggest comeback in NFL history, and even a scary, life-threatening moment on the field. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live right here on YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. And we are the Real Sports Podcast, and welcome to the Wednesday Night Delight. Change that today. The Wednesday Night Delight. just for the day, though. Sports to talk about. In today's show, man, the Real Sports podcast panel, they will review Super Bowl 57 between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles. So we got all this and more right here on Sports to talk about.
Let's go.
You guys for being here with us on this Wednesday night for another episode of Sports to Talk About wherever in the world you may be. I am the host of the show, and we're about to get it popping. Here, first things first, man. You guys, first things first, we need you. We need you to come through for us, man. Please be so kind to give the podcast panel a thumbs up real quick. Hit that thumbs up. It takes 5 seconds to give my guys right here the thumbs up. And if you're new to the show, hit that subscribe button and turn on that bell for all notifications. It bonds us together. Brings us together, man. And follow us on all social media platforms: YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, etc. Anything out there, we on. Follow us on that, man. And for absolutely, 100% absolutely free, man, join our Facebook Sports Club, the Real Sports group, man, on Facebook, man. We got some good debates, some sports topics and subjects. So join the Real to Sports group on Facebook and answer those questions.
Yeah.
Please answer those questions, because I got the bouncer right there, boy.
Hey, man.
Mr. President will be ready for you. No question. Now, I'm going to start talking and introduce you guys to the exclusive elite. They are the stars of the show. These are the stars right here. The Real Sports Podcast panel. America's team, representing America's team. The 5-time Super Bowl champion, the Dallas Cowboys. Ladies and gentlemen, numbers, they do not lie. Wall Street.
What's going on, people? Glad
From
to be
another
here.
location.
Yes, sir. I'm in another location. I'm in my bat cave today.
He said the back cave.
Yes,
Saxonville, representing Saxonville, man. You already know, baby. Just Tia with it.
Yeah.
The AFC South Division champion, the Jacksonville Jaguars. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Rockstar Rock. What up, Rock?
What's up? I'm all right. Tonight I'm rocking my Celtics, though. They played
I
a
see,
good game.
baby.
Tough
Played a good
ball.
game. Played a good game last night,
Seize
but
up.
you know, yeah, I'm
Well,
definitely
seize
mad
up.
they ain't got my Jags in the top 6. I seen that on ESPN this morning.
I see you too. Yeah, that's a little. That's
I'm
a
like,
little
damn,
disrespect.
they got teams up there we beat. Like, you
That's
know,
a fact.
can't get no
And
love.
y'all,
But
and y'all got division title. Like, what's
Yeah.
up with that, bro? Ain't no love in the heart of the city, man. Ain't no love.
Chargers didn't win their division.
Word. last but not least, man, he is the president of the Real Sports Group, and he is part of the Raider Nation, the 3-time Super Bowl champion, the Las Vegas Raiders. He is Oklahoma State alumni himself. The man, the myth, the legend, Young Mark.
What's going on, y'all? For the record, Oklahoma State had nothing to do with the turf on Sunday. For the record. A lot of Eagles fans are giving me hate about that. I had to set the record straight.
He had to make that clear.
Worst turf in Super Bowl history.
Oh my God. Oh yeah, let's get it, baby. Universe. That's my man. Man, street, man. You got the streets up in here.
What's up?
I love the way that came on. Yes, sir. Yes, sir,
Appreciate
man. No doubt, man. That music made me want to get up and go to the club. What? hey, Universe. I mean, hey, y'all can't see me, but I be like this. like I'm in the tunnel. Like I'm in the tunnel, like, hey. Yes, sir. Walker Wall dog, what up?
What up, Playboy? What up, nephew?
Good to see you.
John Stover. John Stover. The love, man. The love in the live chat, bro. I'll make sure I got to get everybody. Chris is in the building, representing the Carolina Panthers. Just wanted to stop. Say what up. The cheese. It cost me money. Say it again, bro.
Hey, Chris. Hey, that's on you for not listening to the expert when it comes to predicting games on the Real to Sports podcast, bro.
Yeah, y'all did win that Super Bowl.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, y'all got it. John Stover again. Yeah, man. The live chat, man. Appreciate all you guys in the live chat. You guys do not understand. You guys are part of the show as well. And we appreciate you, man, supporting these 3 gentlemen right here.
No doubt.
All right, man. Let's get this thing going. Let's get this thing out of the way. Super Bowl 57. Super Bowl 57. Oh, my Lord. This thing started off in Glendale, Arizona, home of the Arizona Cardinals. And I put in my notes. I took notes on this. I said, is this game ever going to start? Holy smoke, bro. This game, I said, oh, my God. We done went through like 5 national anthems. We done went through Dak Prescott and all these other awards and oh God.
Super Bowl, man.
Wow. They booed Dak Prescott out there too.
I'm like, yeah, they booed him to down,
Hey,
bro.
hey, Wall Street, you know that's only because it was Eagles fans in the building, bro. That's all it was.
They booed LeBron too.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I seen him up there. He was up in the cut too, like in the cut chilling. Like, hey, LeBron, you can see the wall and stuff. He ducked down like this here. But man, bro.
It did
like,
take a long time at the start, man.
Bro, I'm like, man, I gotta go to work. Like, bro. Jesus Christ. I said, man, they don't send all kind of America the blue, America the green, for the land of the free,
Right.
home of the brave, blah, blah, blah. Oh my God. Pat Tillman, you know, I mean, come on, bro.
I knew the Super Bowl was gonna start at 6:45, so I started watching Guy Grocery games.
Oh man,
You know what?
I'm mad at you.
That's what I'm gonna do, man. That's what I'm gonna do next time. I'm just gonna come back to it. I'll just go. I say start at 6, I'm gonna
6:30, 6:45, 6:50. I can go watch something else until.
Right,
So what
word.
you're saying, T-Rock, is you got to treat the Super Bowl like CP time. Is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
All right.
There you go. Exactly.
Because if you notice, once the game started, they went back to the action. The commercials, they cut some of them commercials short just to get back to the action.
Facts.
So,
Hey boy,
Facts.
yeah, so
Okay, Rick. So Pretty Ricky, what they call him. He said he at work. He gonna be in and out. That's
Yeah,
okay.
we appreciate you showing up regardless, though. Pretty
No
Ricky.
doubt, baby. He said I should have marked. I should have marked. I would have made Philly G.
Oh man.
That's crazy, man. Hey, but okay, so the game starts, right?
Yet?
Huh?
Has anybody checked on Philly G?
Yeah. He in good spirits.
Okay. They took
He
him
in
off
good spirits.
suicide watch.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Damn.
Shots fired. Woo.
Hey, Mark, he got a
man.
wrestling organization to run.
Right,
Exactly. PCW. But man, hey, man, when this game started, man, I don't know about y'all, and I never missed a Super Bowl since I've been here on this earth. I never missed a Super Bowl. And for the record, let me go. Let me hit the hard camera on this here. For the record, I want everybody to know. Just because I rep the Shield, there's nothing against Kansas City. I'm just gonna be completely. There's nothing. I can't stand. Everybody know me. No, I can't stand Kansas City. I hate them. Blah 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 blah. I can't stand them. But this is nothing against Kansas City. But gentlemen, the game started, and I don't know about y'all, but I just didn't get that Super Bowl kickoff feeling. You know,
I know.
I didn't get that.
I didn't get the good. I don't know what it was about the Super Bowl this year either, man. I guess because my team wasn't there, maybe. But our team ain't been there in a while. But I just didn't. I didn't feel it either, man. For some reason, man. I don't know what it was this year.
Did y'all get that, Rock and Mark?
I ain't get that feeling until I started drinking for real.
That'll do it.
I'm gonna be honest with you, host. I've had this feeling for like a couple of years now because the Super Bowl, even though it's the championship game of football, I felt like the Super Bowl, like both in its presentation and like as an event itself, is geared more so towards non-football fans than like diehard football fans like myself. So like for me, my experience kind of got ruined because like all up and down my timeline and stuff on social media, everybody was saying like, to help the game, like why the game taking so long, we just want to see Rihanna, and then everybody and their mama had an opinion about the way the national anthem was sung and the way the Black national anthem was done and all that kind of stuff. So like social media kind of killed it for me, but that's been going on for the last couple of years.
Yeah, definitely. Like it's like BB King. Like the thrill is gone. It's like,
oh man,
bro. It's like
y'all think we getting old?
Probably so, bro.
It's just the world is changing and it's not what we accustomed to. We all adjusting for real. For real. Like I think they should just do all of that ceremony stuff the day before the Super Bowl and then the day of the Super Bowl. Let's just get to the action.
Let's get to the action. I think that's what it is. Because I'm already burnt out for seeing several different versions of the Star.
It's had a halftime show, but the ceremonies before do that. They can do that in the day before or something like that, or do that during 1 o'clock when they doing the pregame.
Right.
So my follow-up question would be for y'all: when was the last time that the Super Bowl felt like the Super Bowl for y'all?
That was my question. That was that Arizona Cardinal Pittsburgh Steelers game. Oh boy, it was on. It was on, bro.
I would say the last time the Super Bowl felt like the Super Bowl for me was the year Seattle and Patriots played, because that Super Bowl was epic. Big. Like the hits in between the trenches of the game, it was a physical game. I say that was the most one I was amped to see for real.
Shout out to D-Rec, man. That Giants, and the Patriots, that second one, because we knew in our mind Brady's gonna get us some get back.
Yeah,
he definitely gunning for him in our mind. So it's like when Lawrence Hine kicked that ball off, man, it was like, you ain't see the flashy bubs no more. What's up with that, bro?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's just
the cameras. I know what you mean.
Yeah,
on the kickoffs.
You got that feeling. You know, what I'm saying, you got your pizza, you got your wings, you got your beer. You know, what I'm saying, you got all that right there. You like, I'm ready, bro. I'm ready. But
I like the Kaepernick Super Bowl was a good one. The Kaepernick Super Bowl.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, until the delay. But that's what made it kind of better though, because the Ravens was putting it on 49ers in the first. They was whooping on the 49ers.
What? That defense is no joke, bro. For me, it was the Panthers Super Bowl.
Which one? The OG Denver? One or 50?
Part 50.
Yeah.
Oh,
50 sucked.
yo, 50 was over with like early
was over.
on in that
It
game.
was over in the first quarter. It was done.
So many
But
people
50
picked Carolina though. They didn't. A lot of people like. I blame that loss, the Carolina loss, and that Super Bowl. A lot of people say they wanted Peyton Manning to go out on top, but a lot of the people in the media was picking Carolina. They didn't give no respect to Denver during that year. I was like, man, y'all better
Carolina
respect them people,
was,
man.
that's a fact. Carolina was hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was like
They
15
was
to 1.
hot.
Yeah.
They were rolling that.
Philly, gee, what are you forgot?
We spoke him up.
Big as the devil.
Yeah, see champs in his mother. I
Uh-oh.
hear you, bro.
I think honestly though, one thing that was like lacking from this Super Bowl this year was like it was no like storyline. It felt like in Super Bowl past, it was always like some kind of storyline going on between the teams, like the history or something. But outside of the Andy Reid connection, there wasn't really nothing there for me.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I thought it was me.
Yeah,
Now,
it wasn't no storyline.
I think for sure if the Bills would have made it, the energy would have been there for sure.
Oh yeah, rival.
Yeah,
I mean, just Buffalo
I'm not sorry, not rival. I'm sorry, I'm tripping.
Just coming off the DeMar Hamlin situation, it would have been like that would have been a huge storyline, and it would have been that emotional investment.
And it was good to see DeMar again.
Yeah.
They tried to push the black quarterback, the 2 black quarterbacks. They tried to push that storyline, but
half black.
Yeah, it just didn't. It didn't really resonate with me. You know what I mean? It really didn't. I'm like, okay, you know.
Universe, you right, Universal. The storyline was America the Great. That's a fact, bro. I was so bored listening to all this. I'm like, oh my God, like, yo, this game is gonna never start, bro.
Yeah.
But anyway, it starts. Okay, Kansas City got one of the tosses, but they deferred it to Philadelphia, which is smart. And it worked out for them. Kickoff. Man, Philly came down hard. They was coming down. Bam, bam, bam. I mean, I like Philly. I like Philly's rhythm. They was coming down straight. Bam, 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 bam. Great play calling. Chiefs didn't know what to do. I think Philadelphia went up 7-0 first.
Yeah, then, Philly at halftime had a 10-point lead.
Yeah, but before that, because then Kansas City came back, and I was like, oh God, it was 7-7. I was
Kelce
like,
in the corner,
God. Yeah, Kelce. I said, God, and I'm sitting here, I'm like, man, what the? Come on, bro. Like you know he going to Kelce. You know he going to Kelce, man. Now Travis Kelce, best tight end in the game. I give him that. Best tight end in the game, but come on.
Can't deny it.
It can't deny it, but come on, man. It got to be some way to stop this guy. You let him pretty much dominate. I mean, I would say he dominated that play. It was more like a wheel. It was a wheel route. I'm like, oh my God. This sucks. Yeah. When I see it 7-7, I knew, okay, we in for a good one. So I think the turning point was when Jalen, when he fumbled the ball. I'm probably going ahead of myself, but
I don't think so.
That was right before halftime, I believe. Sometime like in the second quarter.
Yep.
Yeah, because Philly was killing them. And if it was 14, it was 14. No, it was 14.
Yeah, it was 14.
21-14.
Yeah,
was it 14-7?
Yeah, Philly was up by 7 with a chance to go up by double digits.
And that's when he fumbled.
And then they
tied the game up.
Yeah. And that pissed me off with Jalen. That pissed me off.
Then he threw the bomb
to Devontae. No, to AJ.
Yeah, I called that one. First one. Yo, I was sitting there. I was like, get it out. I was like, and then he threw the ball. I was like, that's a touchdown. My wife looked over at me and was like, I hate when you do
that. Word. Jonathan Stover, they didn't hype it up like they used to. There was too many brothers. Their D let them down in the second half, though. That's very true.
I'm glad you brought that up. I got an
Yeah,
analysis on that for you.
hell yeah, I did too. I would really have to say Philly got out coached on those offensive plays at the end. Ooh, the plot
Yeah, they
thickens.
did. They didn't make no adjustments at
Mhm.
all.
But I did put in my notes. I said Jalen Hurts, even though he fumbled, which was really turned the momentum around. For him as a quarterback, he's so calm, cool, and collected. He came right back and led his team down to a touchdown. I give him credit for that.
And Mark, you think he's not gonna go back there next year?
Well, I mean, it's the running. I don't want to say curse, but like the Dan Marino effect is really what I call it. Where like in the last couple of Super Bowls, like the last 16 quarterbacks who lost their first start in the Super Bowl, none of them ever made it back there again as a starter. There's an exception because Bledsoe
How
went
those
back again
guys
as a
play?
backup, but
How did those guys play?
Marino lit it up when he was in there. Most recently, Burrow lit it up when he was in there. You know, some of the other guys are kind of like, I don't want to say one-hit wonders, but some of them were.
Burrow did lit it up. He only lost by a touchdown last year.
Man, he had Jamar
He let it
open
up.
on that last play, but he got
Oh,
sacked.
Yeah,
Uh,
McNabb back either.
who?
Soho's
McNabb,
in the
yeah.
building.
Yeah,
Philly D got
Thank you, Soho. Because I was
Yeah,
going to
yeah.
get to that.
Soho.
They really got exposed.
I was
We
going to get to
exposed
that.
put a 40 burger on them. I told y'all last week though that KC put it on the 49ers. They were gonna put it on Philly, man.
I mean, hell, the Raiders put it on the 49ers.
Yeah, we put it on it. But Kansas City, Philly dominated that first half.
Yeah.
Boy.
Andy Reid, the mad scientist, went in there second half though and just put it on them.
I don't think he didn't show too much in the first half either.
Yeah.
They run. If you notice, they kind of like ran the ball, relied on the defense in the first half. Then the second half, that's when Mahomes got to pick apart their defense because they was thinking that they was gonna run the ball. When they didn't run the ball, that's when he kept catching them with them fake gadget motion plays that they get away with. Yeah.
They didn't run.
Yeah, everybody does
That
that.
way to exposing them.
Really run the ball.
I mean, like Host is like pointed out all season, and we were telling Philly G a lot. The key weakness on Philadelphia's defense is people can run the ball on them like it ain't nothing. And you notice like Pacheco, Isaiah was going off. He was carving them up.
Yeah, he was.
So he was
killing
running all
them,
up and down Philly's defense. So
yeah, he was killing them, bro.
and I think
McKinley
like
got a little bit in
said,
too.
Right. That's really what opened things up for the Chiefs offense was the fact that like Philly knew that they couldn't really stop the run. So all you got to do is just keep doing like some play actions and get them thinking, oh snap, here come the run, and then you got Kelsey open for a touchdown or Juju getting open, and yeah, I think that run defense finally came back to bite Philly this year. Definitely. In the Super Bowl.
But it was you notice it was always they run defense always lacked against quarterbacks that they had to respect.
Yeah, exactly.
Against the top quarterbacks, that I think the only team that they held running back they held under some yards this year was Delvin Cook.
Minnesota. Yeah, because he didn't even get out the gates.
Yeah, because they didn't respect they didn't respect Kirk Cousins.
KC never too far behind.
Yeah.
You got to put up 30 on Kansas City to beat. No, you got to be beating them by 30. 10 to 14 points.
It's not enough.
Or 20 points ain't going to beat them because they came back from 20.
Especially if it's in the first half, man.
Yeah. You got to put up like 30 or 40 points on them.
That Jalen fumble, man, that
was big.
Yeah, that was huge.
That was big.
Because they would have been up 24-7. They would have been up 24-7 at halftime.
Yeah.
Like the ball just slipped out his hand or something.
I said, God.
When he was moving out of the pocket to avoid the rush, this is something like they coach quarterbacks on all the time. You got to
Yeah.
protect the ball at all times.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
one of Joe
He
Burrow's
waved it.
specialties. Like Burrow will always
Yes.
have that ball protected with two hands on it at all times.
Yeah.
Jalen had it like completely exposed
He
and looked like
waved
he
it.
didn't really have a
Yep.
good grip on it.
Yep.
It
He tried to
reminded
switch.
me.
He
It
tried to switch
reminded
hands too.
me.
He tried to move the football to his other
That's
hand.
what got him.
That's
And
when it
what
what
fell
I'm
out.
thinking, T-Rock, and I'm glad you mentioned that, it reminds me of the play. I know some of y'all don't really watch college football. During his time at Oklahoma, during the Red River rivalry game against Texas, he had a very similar play. Like it was like a bad snap, and the pass rush is coming after him. He put the ball behind his back, switched hands, and took off for a big scramble. And that's what that play when he fumbled really reminded me of. You know, you can't really pull something like that off in the pros. It worked in college, but these are professionals, you know.
Facts.
I remember seeing that play because they
Mhm.
kept showing it on college game. They kept showing it on college scoreboard final
Mhm.
at the end of the night when he I think they beat Texas that year.
Yeah,
And then they went on and lost to Kansas State or something like that
they
later in the year.
they got destroyed, but they lost to Baylor and then got destroyed by Joe Burrow in the playoff. Ooh.
Damn. But the after the fumble, man, Jalen Hurts, he didn't. What I love about it, he didn't let that game slip. He kept that team, man. Jalen Hurts.
He
And I'm
proved
gonna
Worth the
agree.
extension.
I'm agree with Skip on what he said. Jalen Hurts should be the goddamn Super Bowl MVP.
Yeah.
Even though he lost,
I
he
don't
should
know
do
about
some more Chuck. He should be some Chuck Harley stuff with the Cowboys. Only guy to do it when the Super Bowl MVP on a losing team.
that.
But he outplayed Patrick Mahomes, bro.
He outplayed
him.
most in that W column. You know what I mean?
Oh, very true, very true.
You
But
know,
man,
That's why they gave it him.
I
I
mean,
mean,
but
I feel what you're
this is
saying.
Jalen. This is one of his best games ever. For him, his first time Super Bowl, he come in and you see that run, that run he did
Yeah.
at the oh my god, and
He
scored a
won't-
touchdown.
he
I
won't
didn't think he was
going
gonna
up
get
against.
it.
He won't going up against the second ranked defense in the league either on paper. You know what I mean? Philly was the second ranked defense in the league on a bum ankle. You know what I mean? On a badly.
Yeah, so Mahomes had more of a
Wall Street and T-Rock in defense. I can't believe I'm saying this. In defense of Mahomes,
mhm.
the Eagles defense, even though it was second ranked all year, their biggest asset was the pass rush. The quickest way to neutralize a pass rush is to not have good footing. So with the
Yes.
field being as slick as it was, that's going to
Toe up.
neutralize your pass rush. I mean,
Yeah.
no sacks.
Yes,
Like the Chiefs finished the game without a single sack the whole game, which is astonishing.
facts.
So you take away the pass rush, that means the DBs got to cover longer, and
Yep.
we saw that they really got exposed.
Yeah.
So I feel like the way the outside environment was set up, it was
Tail
easier for
streets.
Mahomes, but it's just me. Yeah, I was texting host. Mahomes had that home cooking going on. Yo.
Oh man, he did, bro.
Everything was set up for him, yo.
Oh yeah, the whole
Both
Super
teams
Bowl.
had to play on the turf. Okay, can't use that as an excuse. Kansas City had to play on the same bad turf too.
No, everybody
Yeah.
was slipping. Everybody was
yeah,
slipping.
yeah.
But I'm saying
Everybody.
it hurt the Eagles more than the Chiefs because that was the Eagles' bread and butter all season. Like they had the third most sacks as a team in NFL history.
Facts. That's facts.
And the refs did y'all let him play a little bit too, because Devontae Smith, that first hit was a helmet to helmet, and they did not call it.
And somebody got speared. Pacheco got speared, boy.
Yeah, he did.
The wind knocked
CJ
out of
Gardner.
him, boy.
CJ Gardner. boy. Gardner
Yeah,
Johnson.
so they
disrespectful.
y'all like
No,
the
it was
refs
Epps. It was
held the
Epps.
whistle a little bit. Like I wish we can see
But it
that.
was shoulder.
'cause-
Epps was more shoulder. It was more shoulder. He didn't ram him. Yeah, it was more shoulder than that. It was more shoulder.
Huh?
I put something in my nose though. I gotta give Kansas City they flowers, yo. They did something I ain't seen in a while. In their defensive coordinator, Spagnuolo.
Yeah.
Okay, they played a cover 7, which is a super duper very high spread. What they was doing, they were respecting Philly wide receivers. They was respecting them because if you could see Devontae's catch and AJ Brown catch, they caught it between the free safety and the cornerback. Jalen
Break
threw
it
it
down,
right
host.
between them. Yeah,
Break it down.
he threw that was. I mean, but I gotta get the Chiefs. Their defense was nice. Their defense was nice. Their offensive line was good. It was real good. They held up. Mahomes didn't get sacked, but I had to say it, man. I said, man, that cover 7, which I ain't seen in a long time. That cover 7 was nice.
That's what
And
happens when you see Lamar Jackson.
Word. And they played that the whole game, Rob. They did not, but the same, they did not no man-to-man cover because they knew if they played Philly man-to-man, they'd have got killed.
Yeah, because Jalen
they got
Hurts
nobody
was
Especially
saying.
considering all the young guys they got on that
he
defense.
turned around and took off.
Yeah.
Right. So they played Kansas City. They played the 7. They got a good 7 that covered. So they covered each zone spot of the field. That's why I mean
I was shocked.
Jalen had to work.
Sanders more. I'm shocked. I'm shocked. Philly didn't run Sanders more.
They couldn't.
Well, he fumbled the ball. No, the catch. I think the catch. Let's talk about that. Was that a catch?
It was a catch, but he didn't make a football.
Because they call for no, hell no. I don't think it was no catch because he didn't, like you said, he didn't have time.
He caught it. He just didn't make a football move. You know what I mean?
That's true because
and they call fumble.
But that's a part of the rule though. They have to they
have to
always
take
say
at least a step after they catch the
you
football.
make a football.
Right.
The Dez rule. You got to make a football, some kind of football move, or some kind of something to basically establish. Like, all right, I got firm control of this football, and I felt like it wasn't established. But
no, he didn't make a step. The ball said bloop bloop.
About the Sanders fumble or the one when they overturned it.
That's the one.
The Sanders fumble.
No, the Sanders. Sanders. They got a fumble.
Dallas Goedert had made a catch, or it was some they gave the most weird explanation. Philly substituted, and the refs didn't give Kansas City a chance to substitute also. Which basically, if they wouldn't have said that, the play would have stood with Dallas Goedert, and Kansas City wouldn't have been able to challenge the ruling.
Gave Andy Reid a chance to challenge it.
Right. They gave them all that time to look at the replay and to throw out the flag. And I texted host. I'm like, bro.
Yeah, I'm texting Mark. I'm like, bro. I told Mark, I said, bro, here we go. Here we go.
It starts.
I said the same thing. I said they put that shit in the game.
Yeah, exactly. The fix is in, bro.
Yeah.
The fix is in. I'm like, whoa.
Right there.
You mean to tell me that now through the whole season, we all seen you guys are great football minds. You guys have seen every single time there's a decidable catch or whatever, the offense run down real quick and they hike the ball, right? Yeah, that's the whole thing about it.
Championship game.
So this is what happened Sunday, and they call a flag saying, "What is it?
Illegal substitution." They didn't get a defense time to sub.
I said, you didn't get a defense time to set up.
No, the rule is
Philly
offense
must have subbed somebody out doing the hurry up offense. If they sub somebody out doing the hurry up offense, they have to give Kansas City the chance to sub a player out. If they'd have just ran down and hurried up and ran the play, then with the people that was on there, then they wouldn't have stopped the play.
It sounds sketchy because you mean to tell me I have to give we in the best number 1 game of the season, the championship game, and I have to give a team a chance?
If you sub,
that's one of the oldest. That's one of the. I want to say oldest rule in football, but that's a rule that's been in football for a good minute.
So that should be a delay game call then, right? No, that should be a delay game call.
No, if the offense makes a substitution, the ref normally stands over the football and allows the defense time to substitute as well. And then once the defense is on substitute, and then that's when the ref steps away from the ball and the play can resume.
Yeah.
But I think, honestly, host, I think what may have gotten them was the fact that, again, Philly had gotten away with that in the NFC Championship game when Devontae made that catch on the sideline and then gave the signal for them to run downfield and do the hurry-up play so they could challenge it.
Philly is trained.
I think the media hyped that play was shown on replay all afternoon that Sunday and throughout the week on all the sports talk shows. So I'm guessing the refs had to been hip to it. And
they took his catch away. His catch he had early in the
So
in the
say
game, that
payback.
was a catch because he held the ball on his helmet all the way through.
Oh, you talking about the Super Bowl, right? Or you talking about Devontae's catch?
Yeah, the catch in the beginning of the
Oh,
game.
exactly.
But
That was a catch.
like you said, they knew he dropped the ball a week before, so they couldn't give him that catch.
So
I
so
think that was a
basically
catch.
that's some bullshit because you punishing him for getting away with it last week, but he was legit on this one. Even though he legit, goddamn, no, we ain't gonna let you get it. See,
I don't
the
know.
rank,
I guess
rank
roots,
inside me right now. I'm telling you.
sometimes rules are made to be broken.
I mean, but then
this shit was
again,
crazy.
I have to admit, this is something that's like kind of as old as football itself, where like you feel like the refs always favor one team and change the rule book for them. I mean, I ain't trying to be that dude, but
Right.
the Steelers would
No.
not have as many championships as they have if the refs actually called a fair game.
1972 AFC divisional game.
I wasn't even gonna mention that. I was gonna mention the I remember they had a championship game against the Oilers one year. Dude clearly caught the ball in the end zone, but because they didn't have replay, they called it incomplete on the field and it stood, and Steelers went on to the Super Bowl. But I digress.
We were smooth criminals until the Super Bowl.
and you know, I'm like this, bro. Kansas City, all right, you cheated Cincinnati. Hey, everybody got their opinion, but you cheated Cincinnati, right? Okay, you cheated Cincinnati.
You cheated us.
Hell yeah. And now, I mean, Jesus Christ of Nazareth. I just, man, bro, this game. All right, again, let me give Philly their flowers. I mean, Kansas City, they defense. Oh, no, I'm jumping ahead. Did y'all pay attention the way? I got to get it to Philadelphia, man. Their offensive line is great. With Lane Johnson leading the way, it is great. They was every 4th down and 1 they got, every single one, the conversion. And we all know Nick Sirianno he's a gunner.
I think they're gonna change it, man. I really think they're gonna change that, getting behind, pushing from the back. I think they're not gonna do that. Just like they wedge in football, they don't like you creating that wedge in the kickoffs and stuff.
Yeah, I agree.
They're gonna allow people to get behind people and push into their back and then to the pile like that. They don't let you they don't let you do it in the kick when you're kicking the ball. They don't let you get over the center. You can't get over the, you know what I'm saying, when you're doing kickoffs and stuff, you can't get over the center up. I think they're gonna stop that.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with Street.
I think they'll away with that.
And y'all remember when Cam Chancellor used to jump over the offensive line to block a field goal?
Yeah,
stopped it.
Yeah, he the reason why they can't do it no more.
Yeah, he stopped it. Yeah. So I agree. I agree with Street.
I don't think they should. I don't think they should stop it. I think somebody just need to channel their inner Troy Polamalu and just jump over the pile.
You can't. That's a penalty. If you
can't.
jump,
No, I'm talking about. I'm talking about in those little 4th and 1s when they doing the quarterback sneaks.
It looks like rugby.
It is a rugby.
It's a rugby move.
Yeah, all you got to do is have somebody jump over the pile.
That's it.
But they line up so unorthodox.
He says it's a team sport. They won't.
They line up so unorthodox as defense. They're not ready for it. But teams are going to be ready for that next year.
Yeah. Kansas City, man. I mean, boy, what's his name again? Defensive coordinator, Kansas City.
He's not their coordinator no more.
Kansas City. Yeah. Spagnuolo, hell yeah. Spagnuolo there. But man,
you said Kansas City. I thought you were talking about the Eagles. I know they.
No. They go.
Hey, bro, please don't. I'm gonna go on a rant if we talk about that, T-Rock.
No, we ain't gonna talk about that. But the man, Kansas City, the defense, man, like I said, they was cover 7, then they go down cover 4, then they go back to they didn't even do a Tampa slide. They did like Jesus. They were doing some old Washington red, y'all know what I mean?
Yeah, I know
some old defense like that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
He's playing zone and then zone blitzing. Just to throw something at them.
But it was done so great though. It was done so great. I said, man, I hate this with a passion, but Kansas City defense is on point. They're on point, bro. And
Philly won this game more than Philly won. You know what I mean? I think Philly. I don't think I think they just beat Philly, man. The second half, they just put that thing on them, man.
I think
they didn't have
go ahead, Mark.
In the second half, the stat that's reported with Wall Street just said Kansas City scored on every single possession they had in the second half.
Yeah,
it's bad.
Yeah, it's very bad.
They pulled Jacksonville.
Jacksonville was so close, bro. It was so close.
I'm talking about we played the Chargers. We had to score on every possession in the second half in order to win the game.
But you did it. Something Jacksonville do not do. Philly G said, I think we trying to get Lovie Smith for defensive coordinator.
I would be a big fan of that.
I don't know, bro. I'm gonna tell you why. Because that means you're going 3-4, old school.
Yeah.
It's not good. Yeah. It's not good for your secondary. It ain't gonna be good for you. Your secondary is great, so it's gonna slow your that 3-4 is gonna slow your secondary down.
Big play swag
a whole lot.
Tooth, man.
Yeah, it's gonna slow him down, bro.
32 years old. That's pretty getting up there for a corner.
But right, facts. But maybe Lovie
if it happens. Bradley.
Yeah.
Ooh, now when you bring Gus Bradley in,
Bradley be playing that hybrid 4-3
Tampa slide. It's called.
He like to use the Leos and the different names for the linebackers.
The Mikes.
Yeah, the Mikes, the Leos, the Sams.
Yeah.
So maybe they need a hybrid defense like that, where so that they can just let their pass rushers rush and then still have them linebackers do.
It's about time. What you think about Fletcher Cox and them boys? You think it's about time to move on from them? Fletcher Cox and Dominican.
I think Fletcher better be I know and Dominican Sue is definitely a free agent.
Even
Brandon Graham and
he getting up there too.
Bradbury.
Philly gonna have some decisions. Fletcher's a free agent, I believe. Sue's a free agent. I think CSG Gardner Johnson's a free agent.
Yeah. That's
it. It's gonna be interesting.
But I think they should bring the band back because without that defense, Philly wouldn't be in the Super Bowl. I think they should bring the band back. One more. I think they should give him one more ride. I think one more run.
Man, Philly got something. It all depends on how much that extension Mr. Hurts is.
Facts.
Yeah, he's almost eligible. Because this is only his.
He's still on his rookie.
Yeah, he just completed his second year of his rookie deal. Third. I'm right. Third.
Yeah. So this is going in his fourth year. They got a chance to either, if they want to decline that fifth option or give him an extension, right?
Yeah.
Street, you a heel today.
There go right. The Eagles.
I find it interesting though how like your defense got exposed like that on the national stage. And you immediately get a head coaching job like 48 hours later, but Eric Bieniemy can't get one. I digress.
Yeah, that's true. They said the Commanders might be trying to get Eric Bieniemy as the OC though.
Do y'all think he's calling the plays? Do y'all honestly think he's calling the plays?
Who, Eric Bieniemy?
Yeah.
Wall Street, can I answer that? I'm gonna answer that question like bluntly, and I don't mean to sound rude. It really don't matter if he is or he isn't, because I hate how people commonly like to use Andy Reid as an excuse that he's holding Eric Bieniemy back. Was Andy Reid holding back Matt Nagy when he got the job in Chicago? Was he holding back Doug Peterson when he got a job in Philadelphia? Come on now.
No, that's true.
Come on,
that's true.
But I'm saying if you gonna hire somebody for their offensive play calling, I want to know if they're really calling the plays or not. If I'm an owner, you can't be bragging about your play calling if you're not really calling the plays.
And I understand that, but again, if Reid is the root, even if Reid is calling plays, right? Mm-hmm. Eric Bieniemy is still the one that's like installing the game plan with the team during the week. He's the one that's getting the most out of those guys, trying to help put them in a position to execute Coach Reed's play calling to the best of their abilities. So there's still, even if he's not calling plays, I still feel like there's value in that. Again, Matt Nagy got a job in Chicago in the same position Eric Bieniemy is in. Yeah, and so did Doug Peterson. So
I've seen Shady McCoy talk about old boy.
Different. Doug Peterson went into
McDonald didn't call the plays when he was with the 49ers. I ain't know
McDaniels.
That. Well, I know he means
McDonald. Yeah, because Shanahan calls a lot of plays in San Francisco.
Yeah,
people
hell yeah. Hell yeah, Shanahan. We all know Shanahan called that one.
That's true though. That the Miami head coach wasn't calling the plays in San Francisco, and he got a head coaching job. So
before he even got the job in Miami, he was the OC for the Saints for like a week or two, and then Miami came calling. So,
so I mean, it's possible. I mean, to me, I look at it like Eric Bieniemy should be at least getting a head coaching job instead of going and getting an offensive coordinator job. Because
they do this year after year. Year after year.
What's job they're going to give him offensive coordinator?
Year after year, we have seen this. This team is interviewing Eric Bieniemy. Interviewing? Come on now.
Why not give him go ahead, give him.
Yeah. Because every year, the Chiefs get better. Wow. Am I saying this? But the Chiefs is getting better every year. I mean, I got to get to it. The Chiefs good. Okay.
Well, who knows? Maybe Andy Reid going. Maybe if they go back, maybe this might be Andy Reid last year, and he might get the reins to
hell no.
Eric Bieniemy.
I don't get no kind of like retirement vibes from Coach Reid.
No, I'm saying of course we can't speak on it now. They just won the Super Bowl, but if they go back, you gonna tell me this man may not 3 and 6 years? Right, it'll be 3 and 6 years, right?
I think he having a midlife crisis. Meaning he's winning, so he's going to continue to win. He's having fun.
Belichick was up there in age, and he won multiple titles in a short time, and he's still coaching. So,
look at Pete Carroll. He's 71 years old. He's still going.
Yeah, that's true. I mean,
Marv Levy
how
was
much
72,
of that barbecue
73.
You take though?
Marv Levy was like 72, 73. Tom Coughlin was like 73, 72, 73. No, not 73. I'm sorry, 70, 71.
I'm just trying to figure out like
he was your GM.
He was our president of player personnel, and he ruined. He kind of like is a pro-con with that, man.
When he was coaching there, he did all right his first stint.
Yeah, he was good. I mean, he was a good coach.
Yeah, he was a good coach for Jacksonville. You know what I'm saying? But his military mentality as far as
there you
coach
go. That's the right word.
Talk to grown men that now that the NFL has changed.
Yes, sir.
The athletes got more say so than the people in the front office. So.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I definitely agree with that's the key word, the military. And Tom Coughlin, not to jump off subject, but Tom Coughlin, he gave the structure for the New York Giants.
Yeah.
He gave that structure.
And they was a veteran team that needed that structure. But
there you go.
You and the player personnel trying to get the president of player personnel trying to get that structure. You should have just been the head coach.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If he wanted to come back to Jacksonville and been the head coach, then I can understand. Okay, yeah, Jalen Ramsey, you need to be on board, but he in the office. Players really ain't. If you ain't the owner, you know what I'm saying? They really ain't rocking with somebody that's the president of the players. You either GM or owner. That's who they really look up. They really feel like
most of the time. That position is like kind of out of sight, out of mind for the most part.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. The only other person in the league I know with that position is Doug Williams, and that's only because they bring it up when it's like actual football time. You don't hear no peep out of him.
You talk about the GMs, right?
No, director of player personnel.
Director of player personnel.
That's a specific title.
Very low key.
Yeah, like Doug Williams is the only other person in the league I know with that title. But
that's true.
You don't hear any peep out of him about it until somebody else brings it up.
Jacks on the kick return. Tom Coughlin, man. Like I said, Tom Coughlin broke that military. That's the structure of the New York Giants, man. Because not to jump off subject, but that 07 Giants, they were dead in the water. They ain't even supposed to be there.
Yeah.
But they went on a tear. They went on a roll. They was the Road Warriors.
Yeah.
They did.
Yeah.
You know who they beat on the way. Patrick Creighton.
That was y'all year for real.
Yeah, that was Cowboys.
2015 was it? Yes. 07 and 2014 or what? One of them years. That was y'all year to really win the Super Bowl. Dallas.
Yeah, Cowboys, no joke. Cowboys, no joke.
Yeah, y'all had T.O. in the year that Dez Bryant caught the football in Green Bay.
2016 was their year too. 2016. Mm-hmm. We was right behind them. You had the Patriots, it was 14-2. The Cowboys was 13-3, and the Raiders was 12-4.
Yeah. That was y'all year.
That was our year.
Rodgers broke out.
We supposed to play the Cowboys in the Super Bowl.
Derek Carr got hurt last game of the season, right? Yeah.
Indianapolis Colts.
Christmas Eve.
Yeah, bro. It killed me.
The one time Donald Penn didn't do his job.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
that killed me. Damn. Shout out to Derek Carr, man. He's no longer our quarterback no more, man. Much love to you. Much love
he
to
always
Derek Carr,
was my
man.
quarterback.
All day.
Wall Street, I think it's interesting though. Super Bowl. This was the third most watched Super Bowl of all time, with over 113 million viewers. And I got to thinking, in all seriousness, can you imagine what the number on that joint would be if Dallas actually made it back to the Super Bowl? With as big as their fan base is?
Yeah, huge. It'd be like over a billion viewers.
Huge.
Man, listen.
Yeah, huge. It'll be super. The Cowboys go.
Cowboys is over a $2 billion franchise themselves. So just imagine how many people out here are Cowboy fans. It's gonna be like over close to 1 billion viewers on the Super Bowl. They make it to the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm. Rock said something earlier in the show. We was talking about
that ain't gonna happen though.
We was talking about commercials though. And that's one of the most exciting parts about the Super Bowl is the commercials. And I think two of them that point out to me, and I think I know you're talking about Puff with Puff.
That was
Puff
funny.
Daddy. That was good. I don't know. It made Puff so dark looking. Like he was. I mean, you know, he black as hell, but it's like, yeah, he's like, I don't do jingles. That was hot. I like that. And then the other one was to Kevin Hart. And he turned around and Undertaker was right there. I was like, oh, damn. I didn't expect that. Yeah, I was like, oh, snap. Shout out to Taker.
My favorite commercial was that Blue Moon commercial with the dudes from Bud Light and I think it was
Bud and Coors Light.
Bud Light and Coors Light. They was in there fighting like karate and stuff on the Matrix. And they said, this is not their commercial. This is a Blue Moon commercial.
A Blue Moon commercial, right?
Yeah. That was pretty dope.
Pretty Ricky said I flew into Green Bay a few years ago, and Pack was playing. Oh, the Pack was playing Dallas. The airport was slap full of Cowboy fans. Man, that's one thing about Cowboys.
We travel.
It's legions of them. And he said this was a regular season.
Damn.
Yeah. Almost 2 of the highest viewed regular season games of all time involved Dallas.
Yeah.
When they played,
he said 2 years ago. That must have been when Dak and Zeke and then went in there and won.
Yeah, we rolled.
Yeah. They do. I gotta get to the Cowboys. I mean, it's the biggest fan base. Everybody's a Cowboy fan.
Real nation.
Allen Iverson.
Hey, dog.
LeBron James.
Hey, can't say that word.
I know.
I wouldn't count LeBron, man. LeBron have a new favorite football team every other week.
That's
like 1 minute
when Cleveland
fan, he a Cleveland fan, like
right.
He a Cowboy fan though. Everybody know.
Wasn't he a Rams fan last year when the Rams won the Super Bowl?
Yeah, because he's celebrating with Odell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's celebrating with Odell. That's true. That is true.
Yeah.
Billy G said T-Mobile took a shot at Spectrum. Oh yeah, Xfinity. I thought that was funny.
Yeah, my homies in Spectrum was cracking up on that one. But yeah, that Tubi commercials is the one that got everybody. That's one everybody talking about.
I like the Diddy, man. I don't do Diddy. Do not do.
Yeah, that Diddy jingles.
I don't like it because it's so damn dark. I was like, damn, why this screen so?
Hey, yo, let me ask you.
I ain't have my glasses on. Yes, sir.
Let me ask you, yay or nay on the halftime performance? Yay or nay?
I didn't even see it, brother. To be honest with you,
I say yay because I ain't watch it. You know, my wife was watching it. You know, but I say yay because the simple fact that people didn't know what to expect, and that's actually more of the viewers. More people watched the halftime show than the views went up for the Super Bowl during the halftime show than it did.
Rihanna had 118 mil. The Super Bowl had 113 mil.
Mm-hmm. It was really. I mean, like I said, I didn't see it, but I mean, everybody was like talking about it, of course. I mean, it's Rihanna, one of the biggest stars in the world. She my wife pointed out she's pregnant.
Yeah.
Pointed that out. ASAP. ASAP, you did that. ASAP. He did that ASAP.
Yes, with all due respect, when you see what ASAP Rocky working with, I mean, come on.
Facts.
The real entertainment for me though wasn't even the performance. Like, I legit, like, as soon as she started to perform, I got on Twitter. It was just like waiting for all the angry people to be like, "This is so inappropriate. This is supposed to be a family show." And those comments had me weak. That was really.
I heard it though. I heard like she was doing like her own, like her old songs and stuff.
He said, "I know the Chiefs didn't watch the halftime show."
Oh yeah. Eddie Reed. Eddie Reed said you will be benched if you go look at her. But I like that.
Apparently that's pretty common with teams in Super Bowl. Like they get banned from watching the show.
Yeah, I mean, because you got to focus. I mean, you wait your whole entire career for this. You got to focus, bro. My money is on the line here. You know, so I'm like, yo, if I'm the coach, I'm like, yo, my money's on the line. So I need y'all to focus. Y'all look at that shit on the replay. You know.
I mean, even if you win or you lose, I mean, you can still become a head coach if you're an Eagles coordinator. So
that's true.
Touche, man. Philly G said, Miss Philly G said, damn, ASAP couldn't wait, huh? No.
Like, again, you see what the brother is working with. Anybody blame him.
Like, anybody with more than one child know that second one can come real quick if you don't watch it. Yeah. That's second one.
Speak.
ASAP.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Hey, Valentine's Day was yesterday, so y'all.
Nah, I'm good. I'm all right.
Okay.
I wasn't with the missus.
Definitely, man.
November, boy,
man. Let's go ahead and skip Valentine's Day.
Hey, live, man.
Yeah.
You know, that's crazy. That's crazy. But the commercials was good, man. Diddy was good. We're gonna talk about two more things here. The Goddard catch. No, we talked about that. We hit on the Goddard catch, right? Mm-hmm. And the Devontae.
It is worth noting, Dallas Goddard, man. I gotta tip my hat to him. He was a petty pick in the draft because they were trying to be petty with Dallas when they got him. Yo, he was balling, yo. He stepped up.
He did.
The Super Bowl. I was thoroughly impressed.
Yeah.
My hat's off to him.
Yeah. He made some great catches. And he really bailed Jalen out because Spagnolia, he was bringing the box. He stacked the box a couple of times. And when he stacked it at the right time. Mm-hmm. He was coming. They was coming. And Jalen, yes, sir.
I got one more question about the game.
Yes, sir.
Did y'all get the vibe that, like, when Jalen was throwing a lot of them passes, he was just like, man, bump it. I don't care if he double covered or not. I trust my guy more. I trust that defense to make a play. A lot of his plays is like throwing them up there, like, I don't want to say Hail Mary, but
it was up there.
Letting it fly, yo.
Yeah, he was.
I'm in the Super Bowl.
He been doing.
Word.
I mean, he didn't do that in college. That's what got him benched.
Yeah.
When he was in college, he was hesitant to make them like circus throws. He needed everything to be like perfect and on time.
That
he wouldn't go at that in Super Bowl.
Word. That AJ and Devontae, both of them passes, and ironically, they was both 45-yarders.
Man,
but
the hash marks, the hash marks much smaller in college, than it is in the NFL. So he got a little bit more time and opportunity because them offensive linemen only block for so long. So in the NFL, they get to block longer on the pass rush. You know what I'm saying? Once they tackle him, once they block a dude to the ground, he got at least about 4. He was getting the ball out in like 4 seconds, I think.
Yeah, and in college, man, them receivers run wide open most of the they scheme them guys wide open in college.
Mm-hmm. Hash marks much smaller.
Yeah, you got to
be running in college. They run a lot of 7 routes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they run those quick little pew pew pow. They go.
But even then, like especially when he was at Bama, he just came across like he was hesitant to throw the ball and make those kinds of plays, like the moxie plays that we call them. He wasn't really doing that at Bama. That's what got him benched in favor of Tua. But I noticed, like in the Super Bowl, like this is not the same dude I was watching play against Clemson down in Tampa. You know what I mean?
Finally, since he was,
Roll Tide.
Yeah. Hey man, I don't think old boy gonna hold.
That hurt, Mark. That hurt.
That receiver from Philly, Devontae Smith, man, he is small, bro.
Hey,
he's small.
Hey, Wall Street. Yeah. I said the same thing. I said, yo, they was smacking Devontae like he was like a little rag doll out there. Facts. He definitely got to get in the weight room over the summer. He definitely got to get in the weight room.
Yeah. Jalen was like that, but Jalen beefed up a little bit.
He got at least put on like 20, 30 pounds of muscle.
Yeah. Or you got to just be like Deshaun Jackson was, just run them fly routes like no springs, nothing. Cause they into that little.
But that's not Devontae Smith though.
Yeah,
that's not him. That's
he like
that contact.
Yeah, he love it.
It's a different.
He just got to bulk up before he be out there with a broken arm or something like that.
He said arm. He that skinny.
Devontae to me, like he approaching like Steve McNair, like country strong type.
Oh, he tough. Yeah, ain't no doubt.
He approaching Steve McNair, Brett Favre levels of tough with me. Just me personally. Devontae got my respect.
As long as he bulked up, he'll last a little longer. He stayed that frail. They ain't gonna want. Like Wall Street said, they gonna just have to make him be on go routes.
Yeah,
that's not gonna hold. That's gonna hold him back. He need to bulk up so he can really torch defenses like they want him to do up there.
Like he was like in the national championship game against Ohio State and Justin Fields. He scored 4 touchdowns, all of them on goddamn post routes, long post routes.
Hey, if anybody knows how deadly a go route can be, it's definitely Wall Street. Thanksgiving, man. Appreciate that.
And that was Zay Jones too, right?
No, Deshaun Jackson was
DJ lit him up.
When he played for the Raiders that time.
Yeah, we played him on Thanksgiving.
Okay, I thought it was a time.
Outside, even when he was the Eagles, he was
because Zay Jones was playing for y'all then in that game
too. Yeah. That was our 2 receivers. Because Henry Ruggs is gone.
Yeah.
But Philly G said Quez. If Quez catches that walk-in touchdown, Quez Watkins
dropped the big one too, man.
Oh my God, boy!
And he usually catches them deep balls,
bro. He threw it. Jalen threw it right in his hands, bro. I don't know about a walk-in Philly G because he dived.
Yeah,
but definitely would have been a huge play.
I believe Quez Watkins got the longest receiving catch this season. I think he had like a 96-yarder earlier when Philly played somebody earlier this year.
Good Lord. Damn, I didn't know that. But Quez, man, that was big, man. Quez should have caught that ball. That would have definitely been a game changer right there. But he didn't come through. He didn't come through.
think
all
it was
right,
like
man.
94 or something like that. But
yeah. I mean, all right. So now we at the end of the game. And this is what the world has been talking about. And I think the world want to hear you guys' opinion. With the James Bradberry holding call on Juju Smith-Schuster. Let's start with the anti-Eagle, Wall Street. What do you think about that James Bradberry holding call? What do you think about that?
If you want to go by the letter of the law, he grabbed him. He grabbed him at the line of scrimmage. He did give him a little tug. But I just don't think that you throw the flag in that situation, man. I really don't.
Whoa.
Especially
you was the first Cowboy fan to say that I've heard.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I don't think you throw the flag in that situation, especially with it being the first holding call of the game. I mean, how are you going to wait to the last less than 2 minutes of the game to call the first holding call? And we all know it's holding going on almost every play in football. You could have called holding at any point in that game. And you wait to the very last. It just don't rub me right. It makes people think that the games are fixed and all that type of. It leaves you to think those type of things.
I agree
when
with
you do things like that, man. It just didn't sit right with me at all. And I hate the Eagles. I mean, hate the Eagles.
I hate the Chiefs.
But it just didn't sit right with me, man. I just felt like that. Let the guys let them play out, man. Jalen was playing the game, give him a chance to at least make a game out of it. I ain't asking for no favoritism, but I think that call, I don't think that it inhibited him from getting to the ball. I don't think Juju would have got to the ball anyway, even if he didn't hold him. I don't think Juju would have got to that ball. Just a bad call at a bad moment, and I just hate when officials do things like that in the last.
Yeah, man.
Unless it's something egregious, let the guys play the game, man. Because you can call holding on every play, so let the guys play that out. It was nothing egregious, which I don't think that play was. So I didn't agree with it at all.
Oh, Street, you just killed my rant. But boy, you just said exactly what I was gonna say. But what you got, Rockstar?
First off, I would like to say, it's just the way that it's been all year.
Yeah,
these veteran refs wait till the last minute to decide when they're gonna put their imprint on a game, and it's like it baits us in as fans every year in a big game. All right, we hoping the refs don't decide the game. We hoping the refs don't decide the game. Man, once again, they show up.
I told Mark, man. I said the fix is in.
But he said that what I'm saying, that's one thing about it. He was truthful about it. He came out and said that he held Juju Smith-Schuster. So I mean, I can't. I'm who am I to argue with that? But the way I look at it, like they should allow the game to, like y'all been holding y'all whistle throughout the whole game. Like I know they called like certain penalties as far as like the offsides and the false starts. In between the trenches, you're gonna have mix-ups. So I get that. But they was allowing the cornerbacks to get physical on the receivers early in the first 3 quarters, like some of the hits that they was allowing. So I just feel like they could have allowed us to get our money's worth and see a game called right down the middle without them putting their imprint on it. But my opinion, I think the NFL should start paying these refs, because the NFL don't pay the refs. They are sole proprietors. So they can pick anybody off the street that know the game of football, that can know the calls and things of that nature, and have them out there, So these guys are not in a union or anything of that nature. So I think the NFL should really like look into getting a sort of a ref team that they're going to pay and do this and that and let it go from there, because they putting their imprint on the football game a little bit too much.
Yeah. Boy. All this is in my final rant here. Mr. President.
I think that particular play wasn't egregious enough to throw the flag, but he had one earlier in the game that I felt was egregious enough that didn't get called. But in that particular play, he did tug him a little bit, but I felt like he was still within that 5-yard box where you can still get physical receivers, if I understand the rule correctly. And like Wall Street said, I don't think that the slight grab that he did get was enough to prohibit Juju from making that catch because the ball was well over his head. So even if he would have been running full speed, I think it would have been an overthrow. But then again, host, you and I are on the same wavelength with this. Mm-hmm. We've known all year the NFL referees don't know what is a hold and what isn't a hold, just like they don't know what a catch is and what's not a catch. Right. Because to get a little bit personal with it, you mean to tell me that play was a hold and it was enough for you to throw the flag, but when Max Crosby was getting held and pulled to the ground in that game against the Rams, nothing was called? Like, come on, bro. Like, at least be consistent. You know what I mean? Like, at least be consistent with it. But that was honestly, truthfully, that was my first thought. Like, but y'all didn't call that hold on Max in that Rams game. But I digress. So,
if I wouldn't get hit with copyright, I would point a cartoon photo right now. He was sitting right in front of the ref. Right in front of the ref.
To me, it holds the same way.
Holy smoke. Now, I'm like, Skip, now it's my turn. I'm going to be brief. Because all three of y'all, especially Street, took the words out of my mouth. He just killed it. But that call was just terrible. And Keyshawn Johnson said something that was real dumb. We all know that. He said that game, he said he was holding, and Bradbury admitted it. And he was holding, and it was the right call. And he said that, I can't remember, trying to verbatim what he said. But anyway, he agreed with the call. Okay. And he kept saying, Bradbury admitted it. Bradbury admitted it. Bradbury is doing what he's supposed to do. They took the high road. I know deep down inside Bradbury, like, oh, come on. Soriano, they gave him the same interview. He said the same thing. Hey, they got called right, blah, 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 blah. He's taking a high road. Now, let's go back to the play. He held his jersey. It did not, it was a bad play because it didn't reroute Juju. He held, they said, oh, his left hand went around his waist for a second, yeah. But again, it did not mess up his route. The ball was uncatchable anyway because Mahomes just threw it. It did not mess up his route. So for that call to end such a great game that it was, a great game that was pretty messed up. And us as fans, and me and Mark are Raiders fans, we can't stand the Chiefs. And like I told Mark, and I told everybody that got me the next day, oh, Kansas City, I know you hate Kansas City, they won. Okay, Kansas City won, but I don't like it. I don't like how they won. I don't like it. And we as fans, I hate Kansas City, but I got no choice but to respect them. They've been killing our division for years now. But I don't like it. I don't like it. And that was bad. And like Street said, and like you guys all said, it feels like, it makes you really feel like the NFL is rigged. I might get pulled off the show for this one. But I mean, it just feel that way. I felt so disgusted. Like I'm like, man, you mean to tell me a great game like this come down to one little play? And already screwy stuff was happening with the whole, you got to wait for them to line up, and then the whole the Miles Sanders thing. I'm like, wow. I just want to see a fair game. Look, this officiating, this NFL season has been so bad. It's unreal. If you guys pay attention to the Minnesota Vikings and the Buffalo Bills, that game was so terrible. and was so officiated so bad. And it was obvious to me, that they wanted Buffalo to win that game. They wanted Buffalo to win that game. They was throwing anything in the world at the Minnesota Vikings. And and luckily, and my mom used to say, God don't like ugly. You know, he fumbled, Josh Allen fumbled, and then Minnesota came down the one-hand catch, of course, with Justin Jefferson, man. But it's like, Jesus Christ, Minnesota had to fight so hard. But they wasn't fighting Buffalo. They was fighting the Zebras. That's what it seemed like. That's what it seemed like. Even and not to go on a series, right? Even go back when we played the Bengals last year in the playoffs. Like, what? Even though I'm a Raiders fan,
the play was over.
Word. I'm like, as fans, we see this. So why they can't see it live right there on the field? And it's not being biased. I don't care. I mean, if my Raiders were lost, I don't care. Let's see a fair game. Call it down the middle. I mean, God dang. I know the referees are human. We all are human. But, I mean, good Lord, man. You get paid lots and lots and lots of money to officiate a fair game, and you're not doing the job. And us live, you know, we just podcasters, and we can officiate a better game than those guys. Just like, you know what I'm saying? And Mark just brought up a good point. And not to be biased, but Max Crosby was held. He was held, but it seemed like they wanted Baker because we was winning that game. But they want it politics, and if you guys pay attention to that game, Baker Mayfield. He been with the team 2 days. Baker Mayfield, he been with the team 2 days. I don't know if you know the playbook. It's amazing he do this. It was the whole Baker Mayfield show. And it seemed like they wanted to, it just seemed like he wanted to win. I mean, I don't know, man. The NFL is it's a business, of course. And I understand you gotta make money. You want the big marquee and all that, man. But come on, man. And the reason why we like this, because we big fans of the game. We love the game of football. Jacksonville Jaguars, Dallas Cowboys, Las Vegas Raiders. I mean, we just want to see a good game, man. We want to see a fair and square game. I don't care if it's the Raiders. I don't care if it's the Texans. I don't even care if it's the Jets.
Mm-hmm.
You know? I'm done.
If I can say one more thing about that play.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Like that really rubs me the wrong way. And it's like, outside of the refs, I really hate how the defender, like a man, took it on the chin and was like, yeah, I held. And he was gracious about it. He wasn't braggadocious. He wasn't like, man, that was some bullshit. Like, none of that. He was just humble, quiet, and he took it. The part that really makes me upset is the fact that Juju Smith-Schuster then got on social media talking cash shit about the dude and the play. Like, come on, bro. You was TikToking yourself out the league not too long ago until Kansas City took a flyer on you. Come on, bro. Like,
touchdown.
Show some kind of like sportsmanship or respect at the fact that like
that's why you think he stopped dancing on people's logos, because they start smacking him in them.
That part.
Free safety got fined because he put Juju out of the game.
And you guys watch this play over and over. Did y'all notice if that was such a big hole? Did you see? Usually when a wide receiver get hold, they do this, right?
Right.
When they get held, right?
He ain't do none of that.
Did anybody do that? Did the Kansas City Chiefs? Did the sideline do that? No.
Yeah, it happened so quick, man. It just
ain't no quick because they right there.
No,
right also, there.
You won't even, if you saw it when Fox kept showing the replay,
quick, that he probably didn't even feel the tug. You know, it was so quick. That's why I don't think he.
And it was so minuscule.
I don't feed his play.
Right,
because Fox kept zooming. Fox had to zoom all the way in on all the replays to show that his hand was, I mean, my God, barely touching him.
Yeah.
And that was when they was like 100 times zoomed in. So if they have to zoom in that much just to prove something might have happened, it shouldn't have been called.
When the announcers and shout out to Greg Olsen because he did a great job.
Yeah, he did.
I hate he got to take a pay cut now.
That's a fact. Yeah, because Brady. but it's he did a great job, and even they talked. What's his name? Mike Pereira. the New York referee they be always going to, he said the same thing. Like, oh, that's not a call. You mean to tell me you're going to end the game on that? That's not a call.
He always a fair call on ref.
True. And but again, you did no reaction from the Kansas City sideline, no reaction from Juju Smith-Schuster. Street, if you lining up in a position and you looking at your quarterback, you run your route, you get held. The first thing, and the ball is going over your head. First thing you're gonna be like, "Hey, ref, hey, this is big. This is the Super Bowl." So your reaction, you're gonna be like, "Yo," but it wasn't that.
All right, well,
it wasn't because Juju knew. That man, he didn't get held like that. Come on, man.
I ain't even read the tweet because I ain't even want to look at it. But
nah, bro, don't. It's gonna piss you off.
Juju turned him into a Valentine's Day card.
He deleted it.
Hey, you want to hold me during about?
Yeah, he deleted that.
Hey, man, look, man, you out there battling against. I ain't really take no offense to it, really. I mean, you out there. I'm pretty sure they say worse stuff to each other on the field than that little tweet. So. Hey man, to the winner goes the spoils. You know, the winner get to talk the shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I ain't mad at it.
Fuck it.
No, I mean, don't hold next time. And I ain't never got no sympathy for no Eagles fans, really, man. Ain't no Eagles fans or no Eagles. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I'm sort of glad all of them are miserable, to tell you the truth. I love it.
Oh man, I can end on that note right there, man. But I will say. Congratulations to the Kansas City Chiefs.
No doubt.
If anything, I'm happy for Andy Reid.
They can't get them out again.
Yeah, they can't get them out. And I have to give them credit, man. Their defense was nice, and they brung it. The offensive line, they brung it. They protected their quarterback. Pat Mahomes, I got to give it to him. You know,
well, when you got that coach, man, you're gonna win a lot of games.
So
I got to get to him. So I give them their respect.
Yeah, I think one of the NFC teams gonna win it next year because I think it's been the Chiefs. 2 NFC teams won the Super Bowl, and now it's the Chiefs again.
Yeah, Chiefs is beginning to. A lot of people said they said dynasty, but I don't know. I don't know. I mean, New England set the bar real high for dynasty, so. But Kansas City, I give it to them. Kansas City, for the past 10 years now, hell, they've been there. They always there.
Yeah, ever since Andy came to town, yeah.
10 years. They've been there. So it is what it is. You know, but I know one thing. They fight with us, goddammit.
Yeah.
They fight with us.
Except for that last game of the season, but yeah.
God, man, they beat us by 1 point. God almighty. God dang Mac Hollins, boy, if he caught that ball. Anyway.
Roughing the center.
Yeah,
is all I'm going to say. Roughing the center. This is football, and we're calling roughing the center. Roughing an offensive lineman. Are you?
Well, I tell you, boy, we can't win for losing. But that's how the NFL goes, and that's how the business goes. Speaking of goals, that's how the show goes. We're going to hit it on this. Now, anybody else got something before we get out? Yes. Yeah, go ahead, Mark.
If I can, real quick, I want to my football fans. I know it's a bittersweet time of the year because the NFL is over with, but fear not. We have football. It is on the way. The XFL comes back this weekend. No problem. And then in April, we got the USFL coming back. So we're going to have 2 spring football leagues to feast off of for the next couple of weeks. So if you really love football, go ahead and give the XFL and the USFL a shot, man.
Yeah, I said
some
that.
Great talent out there.
Yeah. The Kansas City Chiefs, man. I got to live for this for a whole year. Again.
Sorry, man. The Raiders is coming.
Not the whole year, just until July?
Until somebody dethrone these jokers, man.
Just until training camp.
It's gonna be us.
Well, they got it, man. So
yeah.
Shout out to the Kansas City Chiefs. Whatever. Y'all the champs. And man, that's our show for today, man. You guys know, as always, I want to thank you for watching another episode of Sports to Talk About. Please remember to give these 3 gentlemen the Real Sports Podcast panel a thumbs up, man. They did a good job today, of course, because I got the best squad in all of YouTube right here, man. And again, remember, man, you first timers, man, hit that subscribe button and turn on that bell for all notifications, man. All notifications. Rock, give us something before we get out of here. What you got for us? Close us out.
Everybody be safe out there. Keep enjoying the show. And I look forward to seeing my brothers and things of that nature from the Real Podcast show. Yeah. Hopefully sometime this year. But other than that, everybody have a good night.
Hey, man, you need to do a closeout saying too. Rock on.
Oh, yeah. And everybody keep rocking on.
Let's go.
We gonna rock on, baby.
Yeah.
You guys, man. You guys tune in Saturday, the Real Sports Talk Show, as we open up with some NBA news. We're gonna talk some NBA, man. We're gonna open it up. It's gonna be the week we open it up, man. We're gonna talk some NBA, man, and we're still gonna talk some NFL as well. So we're gonna be giving to you both. The podcast panel is gonna be talking NBA and football as well. And we will be giving you guys, like I said, a little good little mixture of the two. And we will have for the first time in 2023, NBA Trivia Showdown. The Real Sports NBA Trivia Champion, Q-Dog. He will be putting the NBA trivia title on the line against Why Not? Why not give him a shot, man? Wall Street, back up. Why not? Why not? Give him a
title, OG. Coming for your head, OG.
Why not, O Street? Title for title.
Let's go.
Title for title, man. So Q-Dog versus Wall Street this Saturday on NBA Trivia. Right here on the Sports Talk Show. Start time is at 12 noon. 12 noon. We will be coming to you live from YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch, and Facebook, man. So, again, you guys, man, thank you guys for watching the show. Thank you guys, man. Hey, man, I'm the nature host. Rockstar. Street.
Peace out, people.
Yes, sir. And the best assistant in the world, Mr. President. Too kind, man. We see you guys Saturday at noon right here on YouTube. We out.